Hello everyone, how are we going today? Well, what have I learnt? What do I know from 2 months solo on the road? We'll get into that in a moment, but if you're watching this, make sure you subscribe, like, comment. Tell me, what do you reckon, how am I going? When I left Newcastle, I left the day the Queen died, so I did 2 months from Newcastle all the way down to Melbourne, where in Melbourne my dad flew in and stayed at family place, so I did pretty much straight 2 months travelling on the road, either staying in the car or in the swag. Now, I've learned a lot. I think I learned a lot in that time. Awesome, but it's also been extremely hard. I think a lot of people might think that I'm having the best time of my life, and I mean, sometimes I am. But a lot of the times it's pretty hard. I dealt with a lot of bad weather. I honestly think the hardest thing was the insanely shitty weather that I got down the East Coast. I got some phenomenal days, but there was a lot of days, especially when I hit Victoria, that I just had a lot of rain and wind, and I just couldn't do a lot of the outdoorsy stuff. And I spent a lot of time actually in libraries, which was funny enough, but I was able to catch up on work in that time. A great experience. 2 months. I think I probably could have done 3, but no more than 3, I think, without having a break for a week, just to sit in a house or have a place to stay. It just gets a lot. There's a lot to think about when you're on the road. You're thinking about where you're staying every night, what you're cooking, where you're going. And I just go play it by ear, so it is hard sometimes. So if you're watching this, you're thinking, you're watching it because you're looking up people who are travelling by themselves and whatnot. I mean, I don't know if I have that much great advice for you. I think if you're thinking about doing it, you should go out and do it. It's hard. I mean, I didn't meet a lot of other people on the road by themselves, only a couple. Most people are together with another person, and that's fine. I just don't know if I could do that. I wasn't able to do that at the moment. So I think for me, overall, I'd say I love doing the solo travel. It gives me a lot of flexibility to do what I want to do. A lot of things I miss my family, my friends. I think if you know me, I love meeting new people, and I've met a lot of great people. But these people, the thing I think I miss the most is that your close friends, people that you've known for years or whatever, I don't have. I mean, people are a phone call away, a message away, but to be able to catch up with them and chat to them, I think that's what I miss the most. To have that intimate connection with somebody, it's extremely hard to build up that kind of connection with somebody in a short time. Sometimes you just click like that with people, and and sometimes that does happen, but a lot of times, I miss that. I'm flying home very shortly to spend a little bit of time at home before I'm coming back. I miss having those friends, those people I can talk to. The thing that I've been thinking about, especially now I've been away for a few months, 5 months or so now, is there's a few friendships that I have lost over, I don't know, probably the past couple of years. I try and be a good person, but sometimes you're not, and wreck some friendships, and most people have, and no one's perfect. So I think I've had a lot of time to think about those things, and it's hard to know whether it's worth salvaging or keeping those friendships going, where I might be going in one way and they might be going in another way, because I'm not really locked down to anywhere, didn't really have any stable job or whatever, and that's why I'm doing this, because I want to experience life outside the city. That kind of brings me to the next section of this, the 2 months on my own, and I guess 2 months and then also the rest of it. I'm currently living on a farm in Warrnambool. I've been here since on and off. I was in Melbourne a bit here and there since mid-November. I've actually been working at a pub as well, which has been good to meet new people, but when I was on the road, and even now, a lot of people ask me, do you get lonely? Like, how are you dealing with that? And I think I talked about that in the 30 days, even in the 30 days. You definitely do. I definitely do. It's hard to, everyone's a phone call away, no one's not too far away. Don't know if I'm trying to keep busy because I'm worried about that. It's hard to say, but I have all these different interactions, you meet all these different people, and I just don't really know when someone asks me that, I don't really have an answer for them, because I'm enjoying what I'm doing. There's definitely times where I'm like, did I make the right decision? You know, was it the best idea for me to leave Newcastle and head off on this trip? I packed up everything. You know, I could have stayed in Newcastle. Life was easier. You know, life's not any easier now that I'm on the road. It's probably harder, but it's also probably more enjoyable. I'm getting a lot more out of the past 5 months of my life than the rest of 2022, you know. I'm working on the farm, I'm learning all these different things. I was learning how to deal with traveling by myself. You know, I've done that before, but traveling, driving, and, you know, not spending time in these spots. So I think everyone's going to get lonely on the road. That's just it. Even when you're a couple, I think you're going to get lonely. You miss a lot. It's hard seeing all my friends having such a good time back at home when there's something on, and I'm really keen to go back and catch up with everyone. I'm really excited about that. That's for sure. I want to keep doing this as long as I can. 2 months was good. 2 months was hard, but it was good. I've done a lot. I think you need to have a break. It'd be hard to do 6 months straight. I think 3 is good. If you can break it up and have a long weekend here and there in a hotel or like apartment, like an Airbnb, and just have a bit of a break and recoup, because I was definitely, especially when I did the hike, I was not running at 100%. I was drained from, you know, I get good sleep and whatever, but just being like that full 100% healthy, I definitely wasn't at that from all the lengthy time, you know, on the road. So loneliness can be connected to, I think, a bit of boredom, lack of motivation to have other hobbies and things like that might be the thing. I don't know, it's a tough one. I think it depends how you look at it. So many things I want to do. I really haven't had a lot of time just to sit down and do things. There's always something going on, which is really good. Patch where I don't entirely know what I'm doing next for the rest of the year, and that's really hard. I don't know if I definitely want to go back for a bit and work out what I want to do and then come back. That's why I'm leaving my car. Loneliness, it's hard. Doing these experiences, I'll never get this to be able to do this again. And we'll all look back on this and be like, oh, I'm glad Daniel did that. And that's kind of how I look at it. I'm making my mark on my travels, so yeah. Yeah, I think the 2 months gave me a really good insight to what I'm going to be hopefully doing for a bit longer, maybe the rest of 2023. I'm definitely itching to get back on the road. You know, I haven't been really camping in the swag since like early November, just before my birthday. So I'm kind of like, you know, I want to get back out there. There's things I want to do. I mean, it is summer. Haven't had a lot of time. Also haven't been surfing a lot. I missed that. I've been surfing a little bit, and I've had some really fun little sessions, but definitely not surfing as much as I was when I'm on the road. So I'm definitely keen to get back out there. Trying to work out what I'm doing for the rest of the year. That's another thing. But yeah, 2 months, it's hard. You've got to really know what you're doing, you know. I've learned a lot about travel. There's a lot. There's not too much I wish I knew before, but there's a lot I could tell, a lot of advice I could definitely tell people. You definitely don't want to lock in too much. You want to give yourself a lot of freedom, and that's what I enjoy. There's honestly too much freedom. You know, I am working at the moment. I am staying on the farm and helping out, keeping busy, but I do have this, you know, unique opportunity and lifestyle right now where I can kind of do whatever, but it does have a reliant on money. There's a connection there. I'm not running out of money yet. I'm really being careful with that. Know what the plans are. I might even go to the snow for the season. I'm thinking about going down to Tassie. I don't really know. I've got too many different things. Go to the mines. You know, I don't really know. So if people have got any ideas what they think I should do for the rest of the year, but I'm definitely keen to, you know, get back on the road. Got a couple little things to do with the car, and then I'm going to put out a bit of a finished product of, it's not finished, but it's pretty much at the point you would like it at. So it's been really exciting. Keen to see how we go. So, I hope you like this video. 2 months on the road with me, Daniel. So, yeah, stay tuned for more. I really want to try make some different style videos. So, stick with me, and we'll see how we go. I really want to try and create a bit more kind of storytelling, even short filmy style stuff. So But yeah, I've been meaning to put this out for a little bit. I just haven't had time to really reflect on 2 months. I mean, I'm always reflecting, aren't we all? But yeah, I hope you like this video and hope you got something out of it. Can't wait to get back home to Newcastle and see some people, some of the people here watching. And yeah, keen for a big 2023, guys. It's gonna be something special. You know, I'm out here currently. Where am I gonna be next?